to swing at what's right in front of you, even though they think you're going to switch, and then you're not going to switch.
Yeah.
The kind of like layer 2 reads that make no sense.
Exactly. No hollow. The commentators do not check chat.
Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about,
that's good.
Pick up a book and then put that book back down and watch Blunder on YouTube.
Here's the thing, right? So actually, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's something that is, it's tough to understand if you're not like
a fan.
If you're not like deep in it, you know.
Oh, I'll put chat on my phone.
So I got great news. Holla has just informed me Vegas versus Dallas is going to overtime.
No, that's not good news at all. We hate Dallas.
That's true.
We don't like Dallas stars.
Into game 1, Town and City, not PS2 notably, and the hero coming out for DerpDog. No Stevie yet, which I think makes sense. I think, as I stated earlier, I think Sora low-key does like pretty well against Steve. Like it's one of the better matchups.
Probably any character with a disjoint and a good juggling ability. As well as a counter, so you don't really have to worry about Anvil that much.
Yeah.
Definitely can do a pretty good job at keeping Steve in disadvantage. And also, I know it's like more 2020 to... Uh-oh. That was not good. It's more 2020 to see people counter minecart, but that is an option.
Yes. I feel like over time the Steves have kind of stopped doing the minecart.
I mean, that's exactly what I mean when I say that's a 2020 interaction.
Yeah, you got it.
I specifically
it still definitely happens though on occasion. It's not like
Jake versus Ned.
Yes,
you remember
that is a classic set. I do remember
countered
that.
At like 40. What?
Oh! Was that true?
No, that was definitely not true. But that was one of those situations where just sucks.
That's super real.
That was one of those situations though where you get hit by a move and you don't really want to hit a button right away because you don't want to get hit out of your double jump and you don't want to get your air dodge red. So you do nothing.
Yeah.
And then Bogmire is just in a position to say, you're not going to do anything. Shimon.
Exactly. Those types of reads are the... It's kind of interesting to see that type of read come out right away during a set, but it kind of shows where you're at mentally, right?
Yep, I agree.
Oh, the snooze. Oh,
good mash. But he was also at 0.
Yeah. You still can die. He's double buffed. Not, well, like, Oomph and Accelerato, but...
Hero up air, probably my favorite move that he has.
It's really funny looking.
It's so funny looking, but it's actually like not that good of a move.
I feel like it's like not terrible.
It has its niches, but it's definitely not a great up air.
I
thought it was gonna kill.
It gets way better when you have Accelerato, I feel like. At least from what I see Colton do.
Yep, I definitely agree. Good mash.
All right, this is kind of a
very even.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't honestly, not gonna lie, didn't really expect it to be so. When I saw that these two players were going to fight each other, I kind of thought that Hunter was going to be in a comfortable position all set long. But it's been even so far this entire game. And you're dead. Yep. And just like that, now he's going to get some buffs. Do not shield. Ooh!
Oh! Calls out the counter, and you're at 68. Okay.
You are actually... Oh, wow. Another forward smash read. Hunter's got 2 of those.
Yeah, impressive stuff coming up from Hunter so far. He's really shown that he is on top of those types of things.
Oh my god. It's the win box on that move is always surprising.
Sometimes you just get kaboom.
Yep.
Like, that's just going to happen versus character. And...
dude, I got more Pokemon references.
Okay, what do you got?
Accelerato, twice Scarf.
That's...
Scarf, bro.
You may need to put that down for now. I'll be honest.
No, we're gonna make Blunder references all night. That's my bit with Big Will here.
Oof. Will check Snap later for my thoughts on the bars. All right, I can do that.
What bars?
I'm not sure what he's talking about. I don't remember, but
back to Town and City, which I can kind of get. Both these characters do, appreciate it.
I feel like, yeah. I mean. The thing is, I feel... Ooh, yeah. I feel like the scary thing for Sora here is just the range that Hero can contest you at and have really stupid moves at, Yeah. Like, Kaboom covers full screen, basically, and a lot of his other projectiles cover at least half the stage, right?
Yep.
So it's like, I feel like Sora... It can kind of make Sora a little bit uncomfortable having to play at that type of range.
Yeah.
Or having to actually interact at that type of range.
You are almost never entirely out of Hero's threat range.
Yes.
Unless you're on a platform and he's like on stage. Then, you're in a decent position. But if you're both on a flat, like right now, you're never not out of the threat range. Oof, good shield. Have to.
Ooh, 2 air dodges out of the up smash confirmed now.
Hunter
So maybe
usually hitting those, but
maybe just a slight mistiming. It's probably pretty tight from what I've been able to tell. Yep, not going to kill because of the town ceiling.
Yeah, not even close.
We cover the zoom here. Nope. I love like hitting someone for doing zoom because you have to call out like the specific location.
It's entirely a guess.
Yeah, it is. But
it's just a guess.
When you hit the guess, you feel like a god.
Yeah,
though.
it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
All right, he's scarfed. No, not anymore. He lost it.
So this is the type of scenario where like most characters you'd think like, okay, 61. Well, maybe not most characters anymore. I'll be honest. Okay. I was about to say I feel like that's the type of scenario Hero can reverse like fairly easily with a couple of
but he did not have very much MP.
Yeah, that was kind of the tough part of that scenario.
Oh, he's banded.
Yeah, seeing the thwack come out there off Hocus Pocus, I feel like that's...
Oh,
that
goodness! What are we doing way out here? All right, and now it's even stocks, but Hunter is up by, good amount. Not that your shield broken, though.
Yeah, when they're double buffed like this, you have to be a little bit careful. The down smash was a good shout, but unfortunately...
Well, I think also one of the reasons I do like that down smash is the shield push did make it decently safe.
Yeah, even if you don't get like the strong hit on shield that like breaks, Oh, okay, interesting.
Betting on the zoom, it did not get it.
Did not quite get it. That's only, I believe, a 60% chance when you're off stage.
Yep.
So
but you can roll it more than once.
Yeah, you do have multiple chances. Okay, he's triple buff now. This is scary stuff if you're Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh boy. The whack into this. Okay.
Little purple ball.
Yeah, thankfully, you do have a stock lead here as Bogmire.
Yeah.
And you have this confirm coming out here, which may lead to a stock. Could not quite find the ender.
That was still
that was
damage,
like
yeah.
70%. Yeah.
That was a ton.
That was big chip.
Don't jump. I have seen people block Kaboom. It bounces upwards and then they jump and die.
Yeah.
If you shield Kaboom, it's almost always a good idea to just roll backwards or do nothing.
Yeah, I feel like when I shield Kaboom, I usually just like pause for a second afterwards to make sure like it's not still active because it's active for so long, I feel like as Bogmire that you have to be so aware of like where the whack is going so you don't accidentally jump into it and die. Yep. God, that's scary.
Goodbye.
And that is a stock.
No,
never mind. Actually, your Sora. Okay.
Hunter's drift made it really difficult to really punish that snooze.
Yep. And that's game 2 to Bogmire.
We got a 1-1 count now.
Yeah, honestly, DerpDog looked very solid game 1, but Bogmire was able to...
Yeah, looking tighter now.
I feel like one of the things that changed a lot was he was choosing to play a lot closer that game. It wasn't like... Normally, like, that type of range doesn't really matter, but he was choosing to play at more of a... Because, against most characters, that's still way outside their threat range anyway. But against Hero, he's choosing to play at a range where he can threaten the menu. And because in game 1, we saw him get caught at really far range a lot. Like, the Kaboom that ended game 1, he was so far away. And even, like, before that, he was getting hit by a lot of spells from, like, half stage-ish. It looked like he was choosing to play just a little bit closer in. And this
counter pick is... a little curious because he did win game 1 with the Hero. So
yeah, but I'm not surprised. I feel like Colton is the type of player where if he loses a game, his mindset is not like, okay, I'm going to adapt to this. His mindset is, I'm going to try to cheese you with the different characters. You know what I mean?
I do feel that.
Yeah. So I think his game plan was to go Hero until he loses a game, and then go Steve until he loses a game, and then I don't know, like
could be
Mario.
Oh my gosh, that's what we thought was. Remember?
Yeah, that was the 2020.
The 2020 interaction.
Oh my God, we got hit by the winter 2020 right there. Okay, and this is. I feel like,
shield small.
You get bullied by that.
But Hunter can stall as long as he wants to get that shield back.
This is the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, it's nice to be able to be under the stage like that. Like, you can plank Steve very effectively, but also planking him is usually not the play, right?
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like there it was fine to get your shield back, but most of the time I feel like Sora wants to be on stage scrapping in this matchup.
Man, and for a guy who got his minecart countered and died at 60, he sure is still letting these minecarts fly.
Yeah, I feel like there we saw him like, I feel like if he didn't get countered last stock, there would have been a minecart coming out when he was off stage there, but I feel like for the most part, if you're playing Steve, you gotta let minecart rip, right?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh boy, we've entered.
This is the part. Yep.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're playing this character and you have the materials to do so, you're letting minecart rip.
Yep. Ooh, nice F tilt. Yeah, Sora's range definitely coming in clutch so far.
Yeah, he's able to play at slight spacings that are not possible for a lot of characters that don't have like Sora's type.
Ooh, caught the roll. Good roll, call out.
Okay.
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is... Okay, the pickaxe did break, worth noting, but...
Did 50% before it did.
Yes. Did find the stock off the top with the up B, though. Breaks the crafting table, which doesn't end up mattering, because he has another diamond on deck.
Yup. And now, we're pretty even, which is impressive despite the fact that DerpDerpDog died really early to that counter. Has brought this back, made it even, and has a bit of a lead.
Just goes to show you, like, diamond tools are powerful, man.
Yep.
And DerpDerpDog, like, I feel like he's been fearless with minecarts even, too. Even after getting, he's had 2 countered so far. One of them only did a little bit.
Oh, Hunter was admittedly ready for that tech, just not quite with the positioning.
He was fiending for something there. Okay, the Thunder is going to take it.
Yeah, that move can catch up really high.
Yeah. I feel like especially the part where it's most likely to catch is if you're like at the top and you're not sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I feel like that's when you're going to die to it, is when you're not sure of whether you're going to get hit by it or not. Back to town. I feel like this is probably back to town, back to hero if you're DerpDerpDog.
Maybe.
Yep, yeah. Back to town, back to hero. That makes a lot of sense.
I think he got that counter hit, and then he also got his high recovery called out by Thunder and said, you know what, maybe the hero is probably the better idea.
I think that's true, yeah. I feel like when you got a hero game going on, you never really know what's going to happen, you know?
Yep.
It's not like with a lot of characters in the game, you can kind of play the matchup, and there's a lot of like most of the time it will play out in a very similar fashion if it's the same 2 players, you know? Yep. But I feel like with Hero has enough of that X factor to the point where even, you lost game 2 on Hero, but you did win game 1, and you have to consider this character can do so much stuff to the point where it's like opening Pandora's box every time he's on the screen, you know?
Yeah.
Like, which crazy way are you gonna die this time?
And that down air onto the stage did get punished for that Sora back air. DerpDerpDog has been doing a lot of what I like to call he's fighting on his way down, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of down airs in particular.
Yep. And it's been working for a good portion of the time.
I feel like it's worth noting, though, like, Hunter's chosen to deal with the down airs by just simply not getting hit by them, I feel like.
Whoa, what?
Okay.
I think DerpDerpDog was pulling a menu while off stage and then lost his DI because of it, so he died.
Yep.
Even now, though.
And there's that kaboom jump into it earlier that we were talking about.
Yep.
That
so
shield was
you gotta be careful.
A tiny little skittle.
No jump. Oh wait, he did have one. I thought he did jump out of that forward air string, but I suppose I didn't see the 2 circles.
Okay. Actually, nice mix-up from Hunter there to go back with the second side B instead of stopping like he had been with the 1 side B, because he was actually able to bait out like a level 2 side B from Colton there, and that actually cost a decent amount of MP. So something that's a little bit something that I feel like we saw this game too, where
Colton got right into the kaboom.
Colton got into a scenario where he was at ledge with no MP, and like, what do? You know, like you lose all your mix in that scenario. Basically, like you can swing with normals, sure, but like, the really scary stuff costs MP. I feel like.
Then died after, and now Bogmire is on set point.
Yep, there we go.
You know, he at 120%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you're guaranteed to die.
The thwack's gonna kill you.
Thwack, but it's if you're not guaranteed, it's a very good chance. But yeah.
31 and 1 F tilt.
Yeah, I've been kind of waiting to see some DerpDerpDog luck this set. I'm wondering if it'll maybe come out on the last.
I mean, he did try the hocus pocus. Oh,
the down air. You're not dead because you're Sora.
This is Sora.
Yeah. Okay, shooting snooze there.
Ooh,
a little bit of chip from Bogmire here.
Nice chip. And calls out the landing to force match, but it's not enough. It was at center stage, so it doesn't quite kill.
It was also the inside hit. I think the inside hit's a little bit weaker.
Oh no! The DerpDog luck.
Parrying the whack, wow.
And the DerpDog luck really just
Crackle slash.
I have not seen the DerpDog luck come in at all in this set.
Yeah, we're gonna need a little more of that if we want to see a game 5. And Bogmire saying if you're not, you need luck to beat me, man. That's what he's saying.
And he tried. It's not for lack of trying. He did